So it's becoming easier and easier. We've been looking at challenges, and we all have challenge slides. Everybody can tell you all the challenges that face cell therapy, all the risks, all the challenges, and why regenerative medicine is such a difficult row to hoe. At the end of the day, the challenges are commensurate with what we're trying to do. We're trying to cure disease. We're not trying to provide for palliative care, which is out there already. So you would expect that for such a lofty goal, you'll have challenges to match that. And there's no doubt that the solutions have been forming over the years directly along the lines of the challenges that have been presented to us, as in any developing industry. And I think we're at the end of this journey in two ways. I think one of the great challenges that we've not quite figured out now is the fact that we don't really fully understand the mechanism of action of these products because they're very complex. Particularly in the autologous, or in autologous products, the cells will go into the body, they'll engraft, and they'll stay in there for a long time and do things, 10, 20 years down the road. So to predict what they will be doing, to really try to understand what the full mechanism of action is very, very hard to do. And in point of fact, instead of using a drug that we know what the mechanism of action is, what we're saying is we give up. One little drug with one mechanism of action is not enough to solve the problem. Let's put the cells in because they know what to do. So by definition, we're saying we're not exactly sure what they're doing, but we know that they should work. That fact that we don't really know exactly what they do when they get in makes it very difficult for us to actually determine what it is the product needs to look like to do that best. So in the technical terms, our inability to find perfect potency assays to match with the mechanism of action is making it very difficult for us to find the right dose of cells, the right schedule, how many times do you have to give it, and the right route of administration. Do I put it in a muscle? Do I put it in the vein? If I put it in a vein, which vein does it go in? So all those questions, right now, we're in a bit of a black box. And more we're seeing companies that are, and investigators that are getting answers to those questions. But that still remains the greatest challenge from the clinical side. From the manufacturing side, cost of goods, robustness are an issue. And groups like ours are working very hard to try to improve the quality of the product, make the processes much more robust for a reasonable cost of goods in a scalable way that will sustain for the life of the product through its commercial production. And through those issues of quality, cost, scalability, and sustainability, we'll be able to make the right product that gets infused in the right dose, in the right way, and we'll finally see the blockbuster drugs that we expect to come out of the industry.